Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Forgot the name there for a second. Can't believe it. Anyway, so we are getting back. We are starting to plan for the future. And one of the things that in the last episode we talked about this area here. Now I think once we've cleared this one out, I will clear this. Once we've done the harvest, I'll clear this out and we'll do a little bit of a chemical compound here. And now that we've got a reasonable amount of money and we're doing well with regards to our construction materials, we can really start doing proper compounds. We've been kind of bootstrapping it up to now, which is kind of what this was. This is a little bootstrap arrangement, which I think is doing a reasonable job at the moment. If we feed enough workers in there, we get enough to kind of expand and build. I'm not sure I'm going to replace, well, I won't replace it, I'll definitely keep it, but I'm not sure I'm going to redo or do a new construction sector just yet. I might do a bigger one a little further inland. One of the other things that I thought I would do is actually build a grain terminal over here. So we'll see if we need to terraform a little bit in this space and then work on a grain terminal. So a port with a bunch of silos. Where we can basically, why do we have electricity problem? I'm going to have a look at that in just a minute. Where we can pull all of this, so potentially not use this side, potentially even get rid of this, and then move it all that way, put a train connection on there, put a port connection on there so that we can start importing grain using the port connection. Because if we look at the minimap, this area here was the only area I thought could be a reasonable place to be doing farming, and there is some open space here for farming. But if we switch on the topographics, right, the moment we start getting into here, this is undulating. I don't quite know if we'll be able to do proper farming here without significant terraforming. There's only a limited little patch here. What we should be doing here is a major lumber industry. That's potentially something that we should do. This is a pretty interesting little look there. But anyway, so that's something that we should potentially be looking at is a bigger lumber industry. But not that that's going to bring us any money. But one of the things that we are kind of building all in the same area, and the reason for that is because we can't really get further away. So one of the things is we're going to focus on building this infrastructure. And I also thought would be an interesting one is to actually do a road connection that actually goes alongside the border. Ultimately, we probably will want to do a little something like that just to kind of patrol our border over here. It will also give us access a little earlier than when we make the highway over this way. I'll make this bigger. That's the split there. So the idea is really that we run the highway up there and we run the highway, I believe over here, and then we'll run it up probably out there that way. And then we'll have a pretty reasonable reach for the highway. We might do another split at some point here maybe, and then split it off to go up this way too. I don't know, maybe up that way. I don't know. We'll get to that. But really, so in between this and that point where the highway is going, we may need a little border road there, and we'll see about stuff like that. That will at least give us access to build some stuff out in these areas if we wanted to. I'm not sure there's something we do want to build in these areas. We do obviously want to potentially make a beeline for bauxite over there. That's something that would be of interest. We really need to expand our oil here. That's definitely something we need to do. Then we have iron, but I'm thinking iron might be over here. A setup for iron might be over here. Close to the river gives us the ability to actually use the river for transport, which I think is not a bad idea. So we'll close that one out, and we'll probably make a start on that. But before we do that, let's have a look at why this section here is without power. Let's just check. This one has, that one has. Ooh, too few workers over here. Might be a bit of a challenge for us. Though, that's all going to export, which is okay. And then we've got some coming into here. And then from there, it's going in here. So I don't quite know why that's the case. So let me click this one back on again and see. Why are we missing power? Is everything here without power? Do we not have... Hang on. Let's just have a look. So where are you supposed to be getting power from? Is this one? Ooh, it's over capacity. How come? What drove this over capacity? Because this one certainly isn't. But this one is over capacity. Okay, well, it's good we see that. Because I think what that means is we need to expand this a little bit further. If we go to underground, we've got... We should have extra connections here, definitely. Yeah, so these two are the only thing. We should probably split off and get another one over here somewhere. I think that will be good. So that's definitely something I didn't quite think about. I thought we were covered fairly well, but I didn't check that one. I've constantly kept checking this one, and because it was always, yeah, that's 86%, we're fine. I never actually came back to check this one. And then if we have a look at this one is still fine, but it's also fairly heavily loaded. So another one over here is probably what we need. So first things first, let's get one of them. There should be a reasonable overlap with that one, right? There we go. So I think we'll go ahead and place this one over here. Give us a fair bit more to go on. What's this? Oh, but that one will get something from the other side, right? So the other option is to place it a little bit closer here. So that's going to take more from this side. I'd rather bring it up all the way up here, to be super honest with you. Up here will be most beneficial. Now I think I'm gonna place it next to this guy right over here. Should give us... I might actually move it a little bit further in, something like that, so we don't overlap too much. If we do it over here, we can reach over to the other side, which may be even better. Yeah, I think ultimately I'm just going to do it over here. I'm going to place it there. This should alleviate a lot of the issues. Just a standard little piece there is going to be all good. I'm going to place that in there, and I'm going to assign moderate instruction to come and do that. We are building the radio TV station over here. Now that will obviously need a little bit more support. Now the issue, I am wondering, this is a big 18 megawatt that we're running this way. It is a splitter, so we will be able to split off a big one to potentially do another one over here. So let's do that. Let's get another, probably not, let's do it in here, really. Another splitter over there. So if we go, and I want to do the nice big ones, the 15 MV through. What is this? Oh, that's an interesting little thing. Same kind of thing. What is these guys? NKV. Yeah, I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know enough about these power connections, and I definitely want something through. Yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah. No, 20 MV. So I think this 15. Wow. Pretty sizable through here, actually. Something like this in this location, we should be able to build that up quite nicely. There we go. So we can make a start on that. What I will do is I'm just going to go ahead and build. Yeah, so this is going kind of uphill. I'm going to do that so that we could potentially ultimately run this thing up this way for some reason. It will cause us a bit of grief here, so we may do a little extra section there to be able to allow these guys to make that maneuver and go back that way. But anyway, for the time being, that's all good. Let's go ahead and start that construction over there. I will at the same time have a bit of a look at the biggest of these guys, and I'll do it. This one will give us some extra access options here. We could... I do wonder whether we'll... Actually, maybe I should just do it from the middle there. That's going to be the easiest. So let's go underground and see how that's going. I like that. That's pretty good. So we'll go and hit that up. So we'll get all of these things under construction now. I do want us to assign bits of construction here. So let's do that. Okay, now I want to... let's switch off these contour lines, and let's load this guy up with a lot more resources. So we're going to be building a lot more stuff here. So we would like to do dumpers, please. Total capacity and speed, it's going to be these guys. So let's get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in there. That's good. We would like another open hole. Just one more, I think, would be okay. Ooh. Can load 18 tons, can load 16 tons, can load 27 tons. How quick is these? They're all pretty quick, actually. Do we need something that can load even bigger? That flatbed there. I don't know. Let's pause it for a second while we quickly have a look. This is the only paver we've got access to. And that weighs 5 tons. We have a road crane, which I don't think we need. An excavator. The best one is still this one at 11 tons. So really the 11-ton one is all that we would need. I don't think we'll ever move 2, will we? And we need 22 tons for 2. And I haven't seen 2 of them removed. So this one should be able to move 2 of them. Shall I grab that one? Yeah, let's grab that one as the flatbed. That's good. And then what I would like to do is grab another paver, another excavator. Well, actually 2 excavators, because we don't even have an excavator. And I would like another, not a road crane, a bulldozer, please. Yeah. And another roller. There we go. So at least we'll be able to build a bit more. And what I'll do, I'll rename this as the Kioski Road Crew. Kioski Roads. Let's do that. That's fine. Kioski Roads is the one for us. So they'll be moving out, building a lot more of that for us. Now, in order to get these guys underway, I am going to, and I don't think we're going to double this one up. I don't think it's going to be a duplicated road, this one, but I'm pretty comfortable for us to go ahead and extend that construction over there. So let's get Kioski Roads assigned over there. So make a start on the construction in that location. I'm also tempted to then start a bit of a run through this way. Now, one of the things we will do is we will do that, and we'll get the guys assigned over here. And then from there, let's see. I am not gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna do a little something like this, right? And now what I'll do is I'll do that. We'll run it up here. So if we... I think we can kind of comfortably start paving this road in here. And I think it'll be okay. Oh, we don't have a free excavator. We might not go too far, but anyway, that's okay. We'll have a bit of a look. Let's make a start on that, and then we'll see about the rest of it. Let's speed things up a little bit. Bought a fair bit of vehicles now, and hopefully we'll get some of our construction moving a little quicker. I can switch off the contours. Oops, that's not the button. All different buttons that I'm missing out on. That's the one. There we go. Switched off there. Now, let's have a quick look. Right over here. Is this underway? Oh, nothing's been assigned? Oh, we're still busy with the road. Okay, get the road done. Exacto Create Construction Office. Oh, it's these guys here. They're still doing their thing. We're kind of getting a little bits and pieces done over here as well. And then we need to start thinking about the rest of this. So what I've kind of thought about is maybe from this perspective, can I... Oh, these guys are currently being used for construction, which is not quite what I had in mind. But what I want to do is actually use, like, center it from the middle. Okay, and what I'll do is I will just trim these back a little bit, and then I'll center from the middle, and we'll kind of run it through here. I thought what I do is I get this height to run through here, and then what we'll do is we'll maybe do kind of trim these back in. Or something like that. So I'll keep doing this, and I'll probably need to. Yeah. So this is kind of what I had in mind here. This needs to be pretty wide actually. So it'll be elevated, but it'll be elevated on an embankment instead of like a viaduct here for the road. So it won't be that kind of elevated road. And then what we'll do is we'll kind of assign it. We'll kind of find wherever we want to put something through, and we can either tunnel underneath it, which may be of interest, is to tunnel underneath it, or we'll just drop it down where we need to, or just a little section, basically. So we make them as small as possible, these little gaps, and the bridges will then be very small. I'll kind of run it through there, but an extra bulldozer wouldn't have been bad, but it's busy doing something somewhere. So we'll keep an eye on how we can do that. So I'm not going to do a lot more of this right over here. The idea is just that we're kind of connecting that up. It needs to be a bit wider as well, because we need to fit the two lanes in there. So we need to kind of steer this a little bit now. It's going a little bit straight here. So anyway, I'll stop it there. So that's kind of the idea. Now we'll have to turn it. It needs to turn it fairly aggressively, and then we may bridge it upwards that way, but we may slowly go up now, and just try and maintain that as best we can. Okay, switch this back again. There's a lot of work that we still need to do, but I'm going to try and get a few things up. Like this TV station is something I want to get our happiness up a little bit more aggressively now, and hopefully the TV station can make a move on that. There's a lot of other bits and pieces that we're building here, so lots of construction underway. We should be moving a fair bit of workers all the time, absolutely, and our money recovers fairly quickly. The import of vehicles was pretty expensive now, but our money recovered pretty quickly. 200,000 in the last month, so that's super awesome. Okay, I believe these things. Oh no, we're still hauling. Is this thing full? It's not full. So where are my? They are supposed to be collecting, right? And then they will be dropping off. Hang on, let's just see. Where are they dropping off to? No, guys, fill this thing up. Ah, that's the thing. Switch that off. Go, go, go. Move, 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 move. Go and get it. Go and get it. Once it's done, once we've moved out as much as possible, we will start moving through. This thing must be full. Yeah, that's the thing. So we want to build a nice and proper facility over here. Now, if we come over here, let's have a look. So food, grain silos kind of thing. Yeah, here we go. So some of these are absolutely enormous. Right, if we have a look at that, it's already got its rail connection through there. I actually love it. So we can actually do a pretty neat little port and grain terminal right here, and it'll have a rail connection. So let's have a look. If we have a look at the ports kind of facilities, right? These are dry docks. That's not actually what we're after. We are after ships. There we go. Ship dock. Anchorage. Oh, that's That's interesting. What does that look like? Oh. It's actually just a place where you can park a ship. Oh, that's interesting. I like it. Create a buoy. I think that's like a routing thing, yeah? Harbor for passengers. Now, cargo harbor, pumping harbor, aggregate loading. So grain is not considered aggregate in this game. And then container to containers. So, cargo harbor, medium, operates with, so crops comes through here. If we do the aggregate, see, this is something completely different. And then the container harbor can also do that, but we definitely don't want to do that. So it's going to be one of these guys. Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually pretty keen on bringing it in a little bit so it doesn't block the entire river front here. That's kind of the idea that I have. And I wonder about how we're going to give it fuel. So these are some of the issues that we'll face. So I believe if I bring in some excavators and stuff to the front here, where's my, just a depot, I think, the free road depot here. Well, actually, you know what? We can kind of pop it. Well, we have some stuff over here. So let's do it over there. That should be pretty close to everything that it needs to be. And we'll just put a little mud track out there. And they should be able to get fueled up and things. So now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and buy us. What am I looking for? I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a bulldozer, 2 bulldozers, and 2 excavators. Come on, how difficult can this be? Now, that'll take them some time to get here, and I'm going to be okay with that. So we'll get them over here, so we'll start moving on that. This is underway. I like that. That's pretty good. We've got a new vehicle type there, a wagon. Everything else is going pretty effectively. If we start building... Okay, some of the things that we also need to do is get our rail construction or our rail depots underway. And that's coming in quite nicely now. Our rail, these things here. So this is a rail train distribution. Train distribution is the key. But what I also thought is we should probably move our depot in here as well, and then we can see about how we actually connect these things up. So we should have a road access point. Ooh, it's on this side. That is interesting. So the question is really, so I've kind of have the idea of putting these things together here. That's construction underway over there. These things are parked, so we should be able to continue that piece. That's okay. This is underway. That's been built. And if we go underground, that has not been built. Oh, that shouldn't be built, actually. Let's assign moderate there, so they can start working on this. This is taking a little bit longer though. So we're a little bit overloaded with our our electricity at the moment. There is this thing's built. Okay, excellent. So we can start moving spare vehicles over here. So let's get these guys. Well, what I want to do is I just want to say, well, change workplace depot for all these vehicles. Let's move both of them over there. Like to just maintain a bit of a depot. These constructions are underway. Yeah, this is moving along fairly nicely. Oh, what I can certainly do. Oh, I've dropped it to 20 already. Let's just double check this one. Yeah, this is wrong. Drop that down pretty aggressively. Something like 11 is probably good. This one definitely drop that down to, yeah, okay, 20 can be okay. 20 can be okay. Our population is still growing, almost 8,000 now. How are these going? Yeah, we're emptying them out. Nice. Fill this thing up. And then what we'll do is we'll start removing some of this. Now, I want to come and have a look at this. I'm not a big fan of what we have here, so I wouldn't mind getting rid of this piece. I think this is a bit, yeah, not in the right spot. So let's get ourselves a train depot. A long train depot? It's not super long, is it? Yeah, something like that, really. If we do this... Oh, actually, it is a bit of a mess in terms of that. Okay, well, we're going to try and... The issue that we really just need to bear in mind is that we don't want something like this. Let's do that there, okay? And now let's have a bit of a look. If we're going to build with this. So if we... So we could turn it off there and here. So we could make a... Ooh. I wouldn't mind doing that, and then we do a bit of a one-way operation here. So let's have a look. If we do this, and then at the same time we do that. That was a bit of a single track operation here. And then the idea is we run it something like this, right? I actually like that idea. Now, the bigger issue we have here is probably this tie off there. So if we do that, oh, that's not bad. So this is a little tight now, and then what we'll do is we'll assume we can tie off an extra one there. So let's, yeah, that doesn't really want to take it off there, but it'll be okay to take it off there though. I think that's actually quite good. So there we go. So now we run it in there. So that's multiple trains going in that way, one way. And then what we'll do is we will put them all back in there again. Now it's getting a little... Yeah, so this... Something like that. There'll be a little bit of room there. And then this one. Oh, you know what? Actually, alternatively, hang on. Let's retry this a little bit and see. Maybe we can squeeze a little bit of extra room in there and not cover our bypass too much. So if we do that, right? Maybe a little far. And that back a little, just to try and get it as smooth as possible. Yeah, that's pretty smooth. And then what we'll do is, can we please tie this off here? Ooh, that's bad. Let's get rid of that section. Go in there. So that's okay. It's going to be a little sticky. Question is really if this is this sizable enough. And then what we'll do is we'll again bring these guys out of there. We'll do a little bit of this. We don't even need to connect all of them in there. Maybe just the two is fine. Just something like that will actually work. And then what we'll do is we'll run it back and go and join it on the other side. So that's a bit of a rail facility for us there, really. The question is whether this is good enough here. Yeah, I'd rather put it right in the middle of that. What it does mean is we can't actually access it from this side. So I might rethink this a little bit. We may actually tie it off on one side and just run a loop around. Yeah, that might be better, actually. So let's leave that be. So let's grab me a little bit of road here. And what we'll do is we will probably need to kind of stop it somewhere over here, because I think what we'll do is we will do a little something like that to provide accessibility here. We'll tie these together like so, and maybe trim this back. Oof, I hate that. That looks really poor. What we may do is we may a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and let's redo that one more time. Just want to make it pretty wide, actually. We'll just do this. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll just try and run it pretty straight in there. So let's grab. Oh, here we go. If we do that as a starting point, it's okay. We'll move this around and we'll tie it in. That's okay there. Then we'll do a little something like that. And we'll run it straight for a little bit longer. And then we'll come up this way. Something like this. Come on. Trim that back a little bit. There we go. So something like that potentially would work reasonably well, I think. So there's no big interaction on this. There's very limited interaction supposed to be over here. So that'll be okay. And then from here, what we're talking about is doing probably something like that. Okay, so this, we won't return that way. Just wanted to get that kind of to do the loop. And what we will be doing is we'll be doing, okay, let's go up there a little. Then we'll, well, the question is, do we actually need any of these loop arrangements? We'll think about that a little bit. Let's quickly go and have a look at some of the other things. We've got this building built, 2 workers without jobs and a bit of room, so people are moving in. This is under construction, but slow going at the moment. It's got everything it needs. We are starting construction on these. The guys are doing what they can here at the moment. Let's quickly have a look at everything else. People are fairly happy. Would like to improve that if we can. This is underway. That's good. We get these vehicles over here. We did. And they should be nice and filled up. Okay, good. Let's make a little bit of a start on that area there. So if we wanted to, so I want to actually provide us with a bit of an inlet here. That's okay. We'll leave this. It's I hope it'll look nice, really. So what we'll do is we'll center from there. We'll make it as big as we can. And we'll try and... see, this doesn't actually work as well. So what we really need to do is this. And let's put this on so I can actually have a look at our progress here. So we'll dig it out first, right? I'm not going to dig out the entire thing, but just a little bit. So probably 4 of these would have been better, but we want to smooth it later, right? Wow. Painfully slow, isn't it? Okay, I need extra vehicles here. So what we'll do is I'll build another. Even procure more vehicles, to be honest. We'll just move them all where we need to. So let's get another one over here. What we'll do is we will just go ahead and add those vehicles again. And maybe this time around I'll just do the excavators. So let's just grab the excavators. 3, 4. Give me 4 excavators there, please. And we'll hopefully get that moving a little bit quicker. Now, let me switch this back off. How's this going? Yeah, there's plenty of planning still to be done here. How's the construction going here? Oh, that still needs to be built as well. This one is working, actually. Kind of got everything we need here. Oh, and this construction is underway too. Yeah, there's a lot of construction that is underway. I can certainly drop the construction workers on site here to maybe 25. That's done. This is almost done. No, we're waiting on 3 more tons of prefabs. So hopefully that'll get here soon. This is being done. Oh, that is done. So now what I'll do is I will go ahead and connect you up like this, and we'll assign moderate construction over here. And what we'll need to do at the same time is actually bring our big power cables over. So the 18 megawatts. I'm going to try and hug it here. We'll do that, and we will assign that to construction, and moderate can start doing that. So basically, we do need to get a lot of more vehicles onto construction. So we can potentially start looking at building another construction office in this area. Might work. Oh, this is actually under construction. Did we want to do that already? Oh, because we actually assigned... I'm not necessarily against it. Do we have fire coverage? Oh, you know what I can also do? Okay, let's park this for the... Well, we can probably get the rail construction underway. So let's quickly finish this off, and then we'll go and have a look at chemicals, and we'll end it there, basically. So the idea really here was that we'll go here, and we'll say... get this axis there, and this axis like so, and presumably what we can do is we can do that, and we can do that. So we'll have this as a small tiny little access point over here. And it might be a little bit close to what we've got here. It may be a little bit close. I would be more comfortable if it was over here. So let's pause it for a second. What I'm going to do, well, we don't need to pause it. I'm just going to trim, do not break this. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Okay, so if we wanted it to be over here, So we'll do that. Okay, like so. Ooh, no. I do that. Ooh, that's a little weird, isn't it? It's pretty tight here. Let's do that. Let's trim this. Let's redo this section. Do not make the mistake here. Okay, so let's do that. That doesn't actually want to get rid of that one. From this side. And then something like that. So if we do that, that's about a train length over here. So what I'll do is I will just move these guys over this way so that we kind of isolate this little section through here, and don't do that, but get rid of those. So we'll just try and isolate that because that's where we're going to have to go into. I think it'll work if we trim this one a little bit. So let's then trim this back and that back. So now coming in, we would want you to oh, actually, that's not what we want. Yeah, we'll have to loop it out on the other side or do a little something different. We could always come in. Yeah, but then we've got a crossover. Yeah, so I'd rather do this. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to do a bit of a... So let's trim this back. Yeah, I'm a little indecisive here. Let's trim this back. And this one, we'll try and run... here. I think this will ultimately be a little bit better. We'll do that. Let's get rid of these. We'll need to do a bit of a teardrop action here. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so let's trim this all out. We'll leave that one in and see how we do that. Now, the idea is that we'll... There we go. Here's our teardrop. And then directly out of this, we tie one off of there. Come on. How come? Okay, well, let's do it the other way around then. Let's trim you back there. We'll say directly out of there, you're coming in this way, and then we'll come bring the other one out this direction. That does not seem like it's working, actually. Is it working? Doesn't look to be. That doesn't look right, is it? Yeah, that's better. Try that again. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. So now we'll actually have room for some trains in there. Good. Similarly, we will not break this and try and get, yeah, absolutely right. There we go. That's pretty good. And then this one's in over here, and we can have that as a loop turnaround kind of thing. And then if we do this as a pretty straight connection, all we need to do is get this guy in there and and bring this one forward and tie it in. Oh, that's a pretty good tie in there. Okay, trim it back a little, and we'll do that. Come on. Well, that's the one, it would seem. So now we have this, and what we can. Now the question is, does this is a turnaround, so this one just goes back in there as well. Probably a little bit tighter. So we try and get a little bit of room. You know what? I'm going to trim this back and tie this in that way so we have a little bit more room spare there. So we kind of do almost like yet another teardrop kind of thing here. Can I straighten this one up? Yeah. Connect that one in. Yeah, I like that. And then what we'll do is we will try and angle this one to go that way. So now, and we can do this. Okay, yeah, I think that's okay. Let's do that. There we go. So now, this gives us a lot of flexibility with regards to this rail yard. I like it. I absolutely like it. Okay, there we go. I think I will go ahead and start the construction there, and I'll get the guys to start working on it. Ooh, where's my guys? There we go. Got everything you need, right? So let's make a start on this. I will need to do something with signals in there as well. We can probably do both, right? Yeah. Well, they'll be able to get everything done, but we're only going to use the one for the time being. Okay. Now this is done. I'm going to spend the last 10 minutes to quickly sort all of this out. So we will probably assign all of these vehicles to the other side. Yeah, all of this probably lost a bit, but there we go. Now, did we get our extra vehicles here? Aha. Okay, so let's quickly, before we do that, let's quickly come into this and redo what we've done, or try and do what we've done here. So if we've got that, that's excellent. That's a few extras. So we'll try and provide a reasonable amount of space there. Excellent. Smooth that there. Excellent. There we go. And let's try and push it back in a little bit more. Okay, now let's make this area a little bit smaller. I've got these embankments that's a bit of a mod, which I thought might actually be quite interesting to be used over here, or at least maybe not on this one because this is a pretty rural context. Maybe some of the others. Okay, there we go. And now let's smooth things out a little bit so it's not as abrupt. Here we go. Hopefully that Yeah, let's try and smooth it out over here a bit. See that? See if that that kind of does the trick here. A little easier, dropping that down a bit. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now let's try the port again. So we were going after this one, right? Ooh, not even close. Not even close. But I am happy with how deep it is. We just need to widen it up a fair bit. Yeah, so we just need to widen it up a little bit. So let's have a look at doing that. Go. Bring that in. We've got a new like tram type of vehicle available. Okay, now let's make this smaller and we'll get this cut a little bit more aggressively here. Okay, I think that's going to be deep enough. And what we'll do is we'll try and have that thing look a little bit more interesting there. Ooh, electricity has stopped, so we need to be a little bit more cautious. Let's smooth things a little bit over here so it's not too jagged. I like this little look here. Okay, now this should be sufficient. So if we try that again. Ooh, we're still not quite there. We need to get a little bit more aggressive with these corners here. Yep, I think that's going to work. Ship. This one. Ooh. Yeah, okay, so we'll need to smooth it a little bit. I just want to make sure. So let's heighten it. Let's level from the center. Okay, so we'll try and provide a little bit of an area here to work with. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and smooth. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, so we'll need to level again. Just grab that spot there. Level again from the center. Yeah, so the issue we have now we've got a bit of an embankment going on here. So I just want to make sure that we get this area nice and flat, and then we'll have to start pushing that thing out as best we can. Because as it is, we're going to struggle to get the rail and stuff in here, and we want to make sure that we've got that going for us here. Okay, so that gives us a fair bit of room there. Now we can maybe do it, but what I'd rather do is I just want to... Yeah, we probably need to average it out a little bit. That's probably not what we're after. Push things back a little bit. Try and level out and almost like terraces at the moment. Yeah, so let's push the big ones out best we can. something like this. What? Oh, they're out of fuel. They're out of fuel. We'll come back. We'll come back. What I'll do here is now get rid of these guys. So we're not gonna do them anymore. So let's get rid of them. I think it's like this, right? Demolish, yes. Traffic jam, I know where that is. Okay, there we go. There we go. So that, there's one more here. Now let's get rid of this, and I'm kind of going to get rid of some of these roads as well. To give us a little bit more room. Because we will also be doing a better job with our road connections through here. I may get rid of that. And what I'll do, trim some of these back. Yeah, I'd rather just do almost a restart here. Let's go all the way back that way. I think I'm going to put it somewhere in here, and we'll kind of do a proper compound with rail access and things like that. Going on with our rail here. Oh, you can't get out. You can't get out, buddy. What I will do is I'll just say that's the track. Let's send you home. Now, you do have a bit of an issue here. Okay, hang on. I'll do that. I'll get that assigned. And what we'll do here is we'll say, put a few signals in there. And then what we'll do is we'll just take these out. And hopefully move them in here at some stage. So that might actually push us down a little bit. That's okay. Don't worry. Slow things down a bit. Get this one. And let's please assign... those two, please. Get them moving. Get them moving. Okay. All my guys back. I'm probably not. No, I'm not going to have time for the chemicals in this episode. But we'll lay the chemicals out next time. How's our construction going? Oh, is this? Oh, it's not done yet. It's getting close. How's construction going over here? Oh, this bridge is done. That's beautiful to see. I'm loving it. This is also done, so people should be living there. Is any of this done? Almost done, so we'll have the additional electricity to go. But for the time being, slow going. This is close. This is close. A few more loads of concrete, really, is what we're after. But yeah, I want to do a big proper grain terminal here. These guys are back, so let's quickly finish that off. I think, or well, we'll finish off. Give me, not that one. Give me this one. Oof, but I love the snow, man. So what we're doing is we're leveling from the center. Let's make sure we push a lot of this stuff back. Right, as best we can. Right, so it's not as abrupt there. Okay, a little something like this. We'll push this back a little bit more here. Then we'll push back here. Guys, so something like this. And now if we do smooth this out now, I'm thinking that would be fairly gradual connection down there. There we go. Power issue again. And smooth that out. Train is waiting too long. I'll have a look at that now. Problem is that's going to block off some of our other stuff. So let's pause and have a quick look. Don't want it to block off too many things here. Okay, please kind of ignore that. Yeah, we've got other trains. Just want to see. So yeah, we had to kind of ignore that signaling. We can, you know what we can do is we can put some mixed signals in here. So if we put some mixed signals in, we're just going to get that section done. Now this guy is lost, so I'll send you back. So this guy should open up and run. And then that one still can't really find his way. We need... So this guy we will need to go by and then come back. Okay, we'll see about that in a minute. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there for this episode. And we'll come back. Oh, just one more thing. I'm just going to quickly plop the port, because I believe that's going to be fine. Just going to plop the port in here as a starting point for us. I like it. So I like that. So I'll do that. We'll leave it there. We'll see if we can move things along a little bit, and then we're going to put a nice big grain silos. Big grain silos in there, so something like this, for instance. Because we've already got the road down here, we may do a little something like that, for instance, right? There we go. And then we'll, tie our... That's a bit extreme. Oh, it's oh, okay, I see. Let's bring our road in there. So that's kind of our grain terminal there, and we'll have the rail do its thing here. I don't quite like that. Let's redo that a little bit. Did not realize that there's... Okay, so let's do... Okay, trim it back a little. Something like that. And yep. We'll do that. That, I think, is going to be okay. So we'll do that as a setup to get people in and get people out. That's good. So there we go. That'll be a setup. I will switch that on so we don't kind of lose that set. And then we'll bring trains and stuff in here. But that's really going to be the grain terminal component. And we'll see about putting some other facilities in this area. But the issue really is if we have too many facilities here, we're going to have like fire and all these kind of things that we need to deal with. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Lots of new big industrial size facilities that we're working on. I do think the grain terminal here, plus maybe a few extra fields here, and even, oh no, we won't be able to do it in there. But even a few extra fields up this way could be a good start. And then obviously we can import further. So anything from here can go in there. It can be accessed by rail. Or it can be exported if we so wish to export it. And then we can also have a ship or two here full of stocked with grain that will be able to keep us going through when this is not quite big enough. Excellent, guys. So I'll leave it there. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.